Hi there, and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Fabrizio Romano says Arsenal star who impressed last season could leave this summer. Arsenal could potentially part ways with Jakub Kiwior this summer, as the Gunners are open to good offers for the defender as the North London outfit close in on Bologna's Riccardo Calafiori. The Italian star is close to completing a move to the Emirates Stadium as part of a €50 million deal, with the centre-back set to sign a 5-year contract worth €4 million per season, reports Fabrizio Romano. The 22-year-old impressed at Bologna last season as the centre-back helped the Italian side reach the Champions League for the first time. Calafiori is a natural centre-back but can also play left-back, which is very useful for Mikel Arteta. The Spanish coach experimented with the left side of his defense last season and often played a centre-back in the role. That is where Calafiori could line up at the Emirates next season, and his arrival could mean the departure of Jakub Kiwior, who was impressive in an Arsenal shirt during the 23-24 campaign. Kiwior made the left-back role at Arsenal his own at the start of 2024 and put in some very impressive displays for the Gunners. The Polish defender featured in 30 games for Arteta's side, and they went close once again to winning the Premier League title. Despite this, Arsenal are now open to letting the 24-year-old go this summer, with Kiwior going out on loan with a mandatory buy clause, reports Fabrizio Romano. The transfer journalist says Italian clubs are keeping a close eye on the defender situation at Arsenal, but no formal proposals have arrived yet for the Gunners' star as they grow closer to adding Calafiori to their squad ahead of the 24-25 campaign. Arsenal ready to sanction the departure of 26-year-old first-team ace for £50 million. Arsenal goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale is expected to leave the club this summer, and it will be interesting to see where he ends up. The Gunners will demand a substantial amount of money for his services, and it remains to be seen if any club is willing to break the bank for the 26-year-old Englishman. A report from The Sun claims that Arsenal value him at £50 million. There is no doubt that Ramsdale is a quality goalkeeper who has proven himself in the Premier League. However, expecting clubs to pay £50 million for him might not be the best idea. Clubs are fully aware of the fact that Ramsdale is no longer a starter for the club and he is a backup option for Arsenal. He is desperate to leave the club as well. They will be hoping to sign him for a more reasonable amount of money. Ramsdale has fallen down the pecking order at Arsenal since the arrival of David Raya, and he will be looking to play regularly next season. A move away from Arsenal will be a priority for him. He has proven himself in English football over the years, and there is no doubt that he is good enough to play for most clubs in the division. The goalkeeper will certainly hope that Arsenal sanction his departure for a reasonable amount of money. He will not want to sit on the bench at the North London club next season. The 26-year-old goalkeeper will be hoping to join a club capable of competing at a reasonably high level, and it will be interesting to see where he ends up. It's fair to assume that Arsenal will have to lower their demands in order for the move to go through this summer. Arsenal make contact with a Premier League club for experienced 30-year-old ace. Arsenal are interested in signing the Wolverhampton Wanderers goalkeeper Dan Bentley. The 30-year-old goalkeeper is a target for Arsenal as they look to replace Aaron Ramsdale. The Englishman is expected to leave Arsenal this summer in search of regular playing time. David Raya is currently the first choice goalkeeper at the club, and Ramsdale will not want to stick around as a squad option. It seems that Arsenal are looking at the 30-year-old Wolves goalkeeper as a potential backup option to Raya. Bentley has been a backup option for Wolves as well, and he could be keen on a move to Arsenal. They are one of the biggest clubs in the country, and the opportunity to play for them can be quite attractive. Wolves are uninterested in selling the player unless there is a substantial offer on the table. It will be interesting to see if Arsenal will follow up on their interest with an official proposal. According to a report from The Athletic, Arsenal have already contacted the Premier League club regarding a move for the 30-year-old Englishman. Arsenal certainly have the finances to get the deal done, and they should look to follow up on their interest with an official bid in the coming days. They must look to add more quality and depth through their squad if they want to compete with Manchester City once again. The Gunners have missed out on the title in the last 2 seasons, and they will be desperate to go all the way this time around. Although Bentley might not be a regular starter for them, he could be a valuable addition to the first team squad, and they could benefit from his experience and quality. The 30-year-old could be a useful option for Arsenal in the cup games and during rotation. Arsenal and Newcastle scout €30 million star at Euro 2024 ahead of potential transfer. Arsenal and Newcastle United have been among the clubs to scout Fenerbahce fullback Ferdi Kadioglu during his performances with the Turkish national team at Euro 2024. Sources with a close understanding of the player's situation have informed Scout offside of top clubs monitoring him in recent times, with scouts from Arsenal, Newcastle and Napoli present to watch him most recent game against the Netherlands. Borussia Dortmund are also understood to be ready to try a move for Kadioglu, who would likely cost around 25 to 30 million euros to sign from Fenerbahce this summer. Despite frequent links, Arsenal are yet to make an offer for the versatile fullback, who can also play in midfield. Arsenal's priority for now is Riccardo Calafiori, which has seen their interest in Kadioglu cool in recent times, though the Gunners are understood to still be monitoring the Turkey international, as he can fill other positions as well as just his usual role of left back. Kadioglu's future doesn't seem closer to being resolved, but it could be that we'll see him in the Premier League next season. As well as Arsenal and Newcastle, there has also been some contact between Brighton and the players' representatives, so that could end up being another option for the 24-year-old. Overall, it seems Kadioglu will have a long list of options available to him if he does decide to leave Fenerbahce after his impressive form in the Turkish league and at international level. Kadioglu was a key player for Turkey despite their exit at the hands of the Netherlands. Man United and Arsenal set to battle it out for a 21-goal forward. Manchester United and Arsenal are keen on signing the Ajax forward Brian Brobbey this summer. A report from The Sun claims that the two clubs are keen on the 22-year-old Dutch international, and he could cost around £30 million this summer. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag knows the player well, having worked with him during their time together at Ajax, and it remains to be seen whether he can facilitate a move for the striker this summer. The Dutch international striker scored 21 goals last season, and he could prove to be a quality acquisition for Manchester United. They need more quality and depth in the attack, and the 22-year-old could share the goal-scoring burden with Rasmus Højlund. Manchester United signed the Denmark international last summer, and he has had an impressive debut campaign with them. However, he needs more support in the attack next season, and it will be interesting to see if the Red Devils can bring in a quality partner for him. Clubs from other European leagues are keen on signing the Ajax attack as well, but he has his heart set on a move to the Premier League. He has previously expressed his admiration towards Manchester United and Arsenal as well. Meanwhile, Arsenal need to bring in a quality striker as well. Gabriel Jesus was quite underwhelming for them last season, and the Brazilian international will have to be replaced if Arsenal are serious about winning major trophies. Signing a more reliable goal scorer should be a top priority for Mikel Arteta. Brobbey certainly fits the profile, and he could prove to be a useful acquisition for both Premier League clubs. The two clubs have the financial resources to pay the £30 million asking price as well, and it will be interesting to see where he ends up. Arsenal aiming to complete transfer deal before key date for Mikel Arteta. Arsenal are reportedly aiming to complete a transfer deal for Bologna defender Riccardo Calafiori before the club's pre-season tour of the USA. The Italy international has impressed in Serie A, and it makes sense that he is emerged as a top target for Arsenal this summer, with Mikel Arteta in need of upgrades on Zinchenko and Jakub Kiwior. According to the Daily Mail, Calafiori is now Arsenal's top defensive target, and they are hoping to get this deal done soon, with Arteta keen to have the 22-year-old on board for when his side jet off to America for their preseason preparations. It will undoubtedly be important for Calafiori to get as much time with his new Arsenal teammates as possible, as it could be quite a specific new role that Arteta has in mind for him. As per the daily briefing, Arsenal are confident over signing Calafiori, with the player keen to make the move to the Emirates Stadium. Fabrizio Romano also posted on X earlier to make it clear that the likes of Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain are not currently in the race for Calafiori, who only wants to join Arsenal. He said, Riccardo Calafiori is currently only waiting for Arsenal after personal terms agreed. It's his clear favorite destination. No talks taking place with PSG, Bayer Leverkusen, or Chelsea. Arsenal have had a slow start to the summer so far, unlike last year when they were quick to get some big names like Declan Rice in. Though, if they can finalize the signing of Calafiori in the coming days, fans will surely be pretty pleased. After that, however, there is arguably also still a need for a new striker, new defensive midfielder, and perhaps a new winger or versatile attacking player to fill a variety of roles in the front three. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.